Alright folks, it's Pitching Ace 88. We're playing Criminal Case on Facebook, case number 21, The Secret Experiments, where Rachel Priest was found melting in a vat of acid. Let's head on to chapter 3. Let's rethink this. We found Rachel in a tub of acid after she was killed by an experimental serum. A serum which literally gives you super strength could be worth billions in the hands of the army. This case just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And now the mayor wants to talk to you, Ace? Come on. We shouldn't keep him waiting any longer. Ah, Lieutenant Ace, always a pleasure. Now I've come here to help you save some time with your investigation. You're being horribly misled in thinking that General Marsh is a possible suspect in your murder case. He's just been promoted to the head of the Army's chemical testing unit, and he hasn't come as far by making any mistakes. I can count on you, can't I, Lieutenant Ace? It'd be a shame not to have such a powerful man on our side. Yeah, is it me, or is Marsh trying to use his political connections to get off the hook? Yo, I don't know if you play the stock market, but Green Pharma Corp has just announced it's soon going to be the biggest contract ever. The stock market has gone to a frenzy. Green Pharma Corp shares are soaring. You need to hurry and cash in on it. Oh my goodness, Ace, what if Green Pharma Corp's big contract is a serum? Alden told us he wasn't involved in the development of any such serum, but I think it's time to ask him again. And you're right, Ace. We should probably head back to that creepy lab, though I really don't want to. Yep. What's up, Alden? What do you got to tell me? Green Pharma Corp would never sign a deal with the Army over such a serum. The human testing aspect of it is morally wrong. So you do know about the serum. Years back, I was approached with an offer to develop the serum. I immediately turned it down, and that was that. You've already lied to us once, Alden, so how are we supposed to believe you this time? Believe what you want, but I'm growing tired of you and your base insinuations. Next time you come around uninvited, my guard dog will be waiting to greet you. Well, I guess it's our last chance to search your office then. Yep. Well, actually, I can go back as many times as I want, so... Alright, last two areas. And hopefully I have enough stars to be able to find what I need. Alright, so what do we got here? Could be that paper. Yeah, paper sheep. Sheep. Paper sheet. Broken syringe. Shoe. Chemical waste. I think that's it. Toilet paper. Okay, and hat. Chemical waste, hat, paper sheet. Yep, knew that was gonna be part of it. Broken syringe, toilet paper, and shoe. Not too shabby, not too shabby. This is gross. We should search through the chemical waste. Just be sure to put your gloves on. There seems to be faint traces of writing on this paper sheet, but it's too faded to read. Ace, can you remedy that? And check this broken syringe out. Do you think this is a syringe that Rachel was injected with? Well, you're right, Ace. We won't know until it's restored. Yep. Chapter 3 is going to be fairly intense, I have a feeling. Oh, this place is kind of clean on the outsides. Desktop computer, whiskey. Oh, whiskey's probably over here. Sword. Snow globe. Oh, there it is. A cryptix. I don't even know what the heck that is. Oh, I remember what a cryptic is. It was on Da Vinci Code. Whiskey. Desktop computer. That's not it? Oh, it's... Okay, that's technically a monitor, you moron. Clock. Snow globe. Sword. Come on now, get your facts straight. It's a monitor, not a desktop computer. Way to go, Ace. Now that's a cryptic. What's a cryptic doing in Alden Green's office floor? And it's not like I doubt you, but I don't think even you can crack this. Could you, Ace? You know what you're doing? You're giving me a challenge. You know what I like to do with challenges? I like to solve them. Oh, come on, it's a cryptic. I should be able to do this. Oh, with 9. Nice. Ooh, a USB. Wow, you truly are a marvel. Hey, so that cryptic was hiding a USB stick which belonged to Rachel Priest? Wait a second, that blasted camera man of hers gave it to me, but I have no idea why. I didn't wait for an explanation, just threw the creep out. What the heck? Did Carl actually know the cryptic contained Rachel's USB stick? And why on earth did he give it to Alden? You're right, Ace, we should let Carl answer these questions himself. But here's a question even he can't answer. Why did Rachel want to protect this USB stick so badly? We better send the USB stick to Alex and see if he can come up with an answer. I couldn't agree with you more. Minutes. Carl, you've got a little more than a little explaining to do. We know you gave Rachel's USB stick to Alden. I can't explain. I knew the USB stick contained all of Rachel's research, and a lot of it was concerning Green. My job paid nothing, and I really needed the extra money, so I sold it to Alden. I didn't even make that much money. Rachel found out, and she fired me before I could even explain myself. None of this would have happened if she had paid me properly. Huh, I can't believe it all. All that for a few dollars. Poor Rachel, she couldn't even trust those closest to her. Ah, Lieutenant Ace, I've finished investigating which your suspects wear office shoes. I know Carl Askerman bought a pair to help him in his job search. Oh, since Rachel fired him. Alden Green's shoes are amazing, and General March threatened to kick me with his beautifully polished shoes. Thanks for all the lengthy details, Ramirez. Well, Ace, I hope this helps. Oh yeah. Interesting. Alden Smith could be the one. I mean, you kind of always knew that. I mean, it always seems to be the big head honcho that goes down in the end. Is that a fingernail? Yeah. Congratulations, Ace. You just found a human nail. Please, Ace, can you pack it up for the lab? I can't stand to look at it. Hours for that. Wow. Takes quite a bit of time. Let's examine the broken syringe. Which basically means I gotta put this crap together. Wow, I'm impressed with myself. Under 30 seconds, nice. Awesome work, Ace. You've restored that broken syringe from the crime scene in no time at all. You'd be lucky if it turned out to be the syringe that Rachel was murdered with. Let's hurry and send it off to the lab, see what comes out. Let's do that. 3 hours? Oh, 6 hours again. Alright, time to examine this paper sheet. It's gonna be a formula. Maybe? Oh, it's gonna have that scientist's initials on it. The paper sheet was in fact a scientific formula, and look, the scientists even signed it with their initials, KS. Don't we know a KS? You're right, Ace, this formula belongs to Kelly Speltz. So she's the one who created the serum. And do you realize that this means Speltz was working in the exact same lab where Rachel's murdered? Ace, it looks like it's game over for that freak. Yeah, but she's not a guard dog, and so she didn't kill her, but she definitely contributed to something. In Kelly Speltz, we found a scientific formula with your initials on it in the lab Rachel's murdered in. I think you better get talking. I'm insulted that you think me stupid enough to fall for such a lame trap, since it obviously doesn't prove anything. Even so, it does prove you created the serum that killed Rachel. Oh my, you're telling me Rachel was injected with my serum? I certainly hope not, because the serum only works on men. I can't imagine the effects it would have on a woman, but I would have loved to have been there to see a perfect opportunity wasted. Yeah, you kinda knew that. Anyways, guys, stay tuned where we finish all of this stuff and finish up chapter 3 and figure out who killed her. And we are back. Let's finish this off, figure out who killed her. I checked out that the human nail you sent for me, it belonged to Rachel, but the nail wasn't ripped off. Instead, it popped off like a button on a coat when Rachel was transformed after being injected with the serum. Because the nail didn't get destroyed in the acid bath, I was able to find skin cells underneath it. The skin cells from your killer's head, actually. And by analyzing those skin cells, I can now tell that your killer is bald. How does he have hair if he's bald? That's confusing to me. Was it the general? Wow, Rachel's USB contained the motherlode of information, enough to seriously damage Marsh's reputation. According to Rachel's research, Marsh was trying to develop a super soldier serum in the army, but the army forced him to stop when they heard about his dangerous human test trials. Rachel was convinced that Marsh refused to give up on the development of his billion-dollar serum and secretly continued with the funding of Green Pharma Corp. She believed Marsh was on the point of a breakthrough, and she wanted to stop him before he managed to sell the serum for mass production. Well, the mayor doesn't want us ruffling Marsh's feathers, but that was before Marsh became our prime suspect. Are you ready for this, Ace? You bet your bottom dollar that I am. I still think it might be the mayor, but that'd be interesting. About that syringe you got from the secret lab, I analyzed the residue inside, and it turns out it's the same serum that killed Rachel. And there's more. There are traces of Rachel's DNA there, where the needle perforated her skin. Congratulations, you found the murder weapon. What's interesting is that I found faint traces of sebum oil on the glass casing of the syringe. Sebum oil which could have only come from your killer. You're lucky that the oil and the sebum kept this vital evidence from disappearing. Because we now know that you're... Well, obviously we knew it was a man. That wasn't any more information. Well, at least I was pretty sure it was a man. There are prime suspects. He's probably bald. You got me. I'm indeed developing a serum to effectively create super soldiers. It's a scientific marvel. One for the ages. A marvel. It's a sick poison. When it doesn't kill, it turns you into a monster. I mean, look at Drake Ribs. Well, it's regrettable what happened to Ribs, but when at war, you need to make sacrifices. But we're not at war. We're in the financial center where everything seems to run on blood money. Shout all you want, but once the serum is sold to the army, it will become top secret, and any investigation into it will lead to your arrest. And there's zero chance you won't find any direct proof before that. So in other words, Lieutenant Ace, you lose. Well, we still don't know if Marsh is guilty of killing Rachel, but he's definitely guilty of countless other crimes. It's sickening how he thinks that just because he's now head of military department, he's untouchable. I believe you, Ace. One way or another, I'm sure you'll bring Marsh down, but you need to hurry. Lieutenant Ace, I had some free time, so I thought I'd give you a hand by searching the crime scene again, but it was kind of spooky. So I searched around the abandoned factory instead, and look at what I found. A suspicious-looking handkerchief. Lieutenant Ace, can you please take a quick look at it? I really do think it could be an important part of your investigation. Well, we're kind of busy with some more serious stuff than a suspicious-looking handkerchief, so you're lucky Lieutenant Ace is willing to take time out to help. Then again, with Ace's mad skills, analyzing this handkerchief will only take a few seconds. You know what? You're actually right. Postpone. Redonkulous. Alright, so let's analyze this. Oh snap, we found hairs. Way to go, Ace. Let's send a sample from the handkerchief Ramirez gave us to Grace. Okay, now we don't have that much percentage, so it should only take, what, 30 minutes? 3 hours? Whew. Alright, guys, I'll see you back here in 3 hours. Man, I am really ready to see. You're not going to believe this, but the handkerchief Ramirez got from the abandoned factory actually belongs to your killer. What the? So Ramirez actually did some good detective work? Wow. You see, this handkerchief has been burnt from acid, the exact same acid that was used to dissolve Rachel's body. The killer got some acid on their lab coat, so they used this handkerchief soaked with chemicals to stop it burning through. But you can't stop acid burning that easily, which is why Lieutenant Ace, your killer, will now have visible chemical stain on their clothes. Thanks, Grace. This is the last mistake this killer is ever going to make. Ace, you ready to make the arrest? I am. We didn't really need that stain information, though, because I believe that the general... Both of these guys have stains. He has stains. He has stains. You know what? I wonder if it is actually going to be Alden Green. I don't think he has a dog. Yeah, it is Alden. Wow. Interesting. I didn't know they'd go for the head honcho, but... Alright, let's see him try and weasel his way out of this one. Alden Green, you're under arrest for the brutal murder of Rachel Priest. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you. Well, I'm impressed, Lieutenant Ace. You'll go far in this city, but you could go even further if we work together. Won't try that trick with us, Alden. Unlike some people in this city, Lieutenant Ace has moral values. The game is truly up. Hey. Well, Lieutenant Ace, as you were skilled enough to catch me, let me tell you the details of how it all happened. A couple of days ago. Huh. I like this. Click to continue. As you correctly guessed, Rachel, Green Pharma Corp. Is on the point of signing a $1 billion contract with the Army. This is my chance to not only rule the financial center, but the whole city, and you want to take that away from me? Sadly, Rachel, there's simply no place for people like you in the city. Truth and honesty don't make money. Hurry up and kill her, Alden. Shut this blasted reporter up once and for all. Well, Rachel, since you've been so interested in our little serum, how about you experience it firsthand? Go ahead and kill me, but one day the world will see you for the monster you truly are, Alden. Alden Green, do you have anything more to say before you're sentenced for the murder of Rachel Priest? Every emperor watched their empire fall sooner or later. I blindly hoped that it would be different when I built mine, but alas, your fault is not of having to try to build something, but of destroying everything good in this city. You helped build the foundations that bred and encouraged greed, lust, and senseless violence. Oh, give me a break. People are rotten at their core. I just found a way to turn it into gold. Enough. Alden Green, for the gruesome murder and gratuitous murder of Rachel Priest, I sentence you to life imprisonment. As for you, General March, as an accomplice to murder, I also sentence you to life imprisonment. Don't you realize I'm a national hero? Not a criminal. You're making a grave mistake. Wow. Rachel stood for truth and died for it. She refused to accept that people, no matter how powerful, could get away with their crimes. But isn't it crazy how the promise of money can turn people into the worst kind of monsters? I think I need a break from the financial center, Ace. Well, Lieutenant Ace, great work on the case. I've already added it to my scrapbook of all your cases. Oh, and the mayor wants to see you. Great. Ah, Ace, congratulations on an amazing case. Mayor Johnson wants to talk to you. Ace, I'm impressed with your flair. I'm glad you listened to your instincts rather than to me when it came to James Marsh. You saw past the politics and saw him as a guilty man. I like your flair, and I could do with a lieutenant of your caliber in a new district. Woo! Ace, what the mayor is saying is you've been promoted to the historical center. Congratulations. Oh, snap! Be sure to bring your camera, Ace. The old town is beautiful. Oh, heck yeah. Awesome possum, baby. Awesome possum. But first, before we get to that section, we have to go to the additional investigation. So I'll see you guys next time. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.